the history of DC Universe Online and how Daybreak Company was a fail from the start.
Bruh.
So right here on the first slide, you're going to see the history of Daybreak Games. It used to be owned by Sony, then sold. But don't take it from me. Let's listen to my boss and CEO.
But the first one here is Daybreak, acquisition from Sony. We acquired it beginning of 2015. The underwriting for it was super simple. We're business guys, finance guys. I like to play games, but at the same time, my focus and expertise is really on the business front and operational front.
All right, sorry. I have to stop that for 1 second and give a rebuttal because this guy does not play any video games. I'm telling you that right now. He is all business, money, profit.
So looking at the business, Sony wanted to divest this asset because it's not core to them. They make PC online games. Sony makes their money from PlayStation, which is console. So ultimately they decided to sell it, but broken business. They lost over $400 million over 7 years, significant accumulated losses. When we bought the business, they were losing about $30 million a year.
Bruh.
I know that when time travel is involved, it's
So you
weird to
see, what you
say
see
that
here
things
is that
aren't
Daybreak
ready.
Game Company and DC Universe Online
They're not
was
ready.
actually failing from the start, and Sony was losing a lot of money from it. So they had to sell the company, otherwise the game was just gonna get shut down. So the first time it was bought up, my CEO here came into the company and started fixing it from the get-go. If you don't believe me, let's hear it from him.
We went in 30 days. Lots of big changes because we like to operate quite decisively when there's changes that need to be made. Got it to profitability within the month, and then we ended the year significantly profitable from $32 million of net loss the year before to $12 million profit in the year after, 12 months later.
So now that you know a brief history of how Daybreak Day Company was sold from Sony to EG7 and then forth and then
That's a
forth,
neat
now
toy.
we can get to the
Good thing I'm
nitty-gritty,
clever.
itty-bitty of the business model solution.
So now that EG7 owns Daybreak, what they did, they put DC Universe Online and a bunch of other games like EverQuest, PlanetSide, H1Z1, a bunch of games. They put them all in a monopoly pool with investors to invest in them so that they gain profits in the future for the investors.
And globally recognized IPs. So that's one of the key selling points, for EG7. We have a number of first-party owned IP that we believe are highly valuable and can be utilized further for additional titles.
EverQuest being at the top of the list together with My Singing Monsters. EverQuest PC console feature as well as My Singing Monsters more continuing to be on mobile. And we have H1Z1 which generated over $200 million of revenues over 3 years when the game first came out, and that we get to evaluate for further.
It's that smiley face you were talking about again.
Bro, Daybreak Games first party owned IPs. One of those IPs that Daybreak Games owns is My Singing Monsters. And no fucking wonder it's pay to win. I mean most apps are, but you know what I mean. EverQuest, H1Z1.
That explains why my Roblox isn't working. Me realizing that Daybreak Games owns Gaijin. Any reason why I can't.
Going forward, we got PlanetSide 2, which still remains today as the only massively multiplayer online first-person shooter that's out there. Third-party major IP, we have some relationships with top
Licensed owners. We got Warner Brothers with DC Universe. We have Hasbro / Wizards of the Coast.
Magic the Gathering. We have Lord of the Rings Online, which now is owned by Embracer IP. And then you got Dungeons & Dragons also, with the Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. And then MechWarrior, owned by Microsoft, that we continue to make products for.
Bruh.
Hee, Shimon. So for our next slide here, you're going to see that EG7 has a business model for the future of DC Universe Online and all these games.
There you
In this
are.
slide, you're
I was
going to
starting
see how
think
they're
you
going
weren't
to take the
interested in
existing
Power Beyond
live
your
games,
wildest dreams.
opting
At the
to
very
limit
least, we need to get these
investments
artifacts
in
out of the
existing
hands of the
live
monsters
games and
that carry them.
prioritize new
You in or
growth,
you out, mate?
allegedly.
Marco! You're the one who wanted to book a place with our own pool.
Yep.
Yes, I'm in. Why do I have to fucking
When
tell
you'd
you that?
rather enjoy
Come
the
on.
pool
How do you talk to you?
than clean someone else's.
Now,
What is
let me
that?
check my shopping list.
Sweetie?
So, I've got a lead
Get
on
out
a
of the
few
pool.
artifacts. First stop,
Welcome
we're
to...
going to hell.
And
Why
then
save it for last?
existing
Let's
live
just
games
jump
will
right
be
in, eh, mate?
maintained
I'm pretty sure they're keeping
with
my
investments
secret.
necessary.
Let's
We're
go.
not pulling money out, okay? We're going to invest as necessary to continue to prolong. Like EverQuest will be here like a decade later.
Wow.
And I would not be surprised if it's still where it is today. And we want to make sure that that continues to be.
What I don't like is, why does EverQuest... Well, obviously, it's way more recent than DC Universe Online. So, of course, it's going to be here for more than a decade. Longer than DC. Probably. But, man, that's just crazy, man. You have such a dedicated fan base and you just say, fuck them. It's basically what you're doing. Daybreak Games. I mean, EverQuest seems cool and all. I've never looked into it, but I don't really have a problem with it. But the fact that they're
We're
using
after
all
the
of the
rings of
income
Hazard,
from DC Universe
pretty little
Online,
things,
just
imbued with the souls of long past
invested into other
Azarathians,
IPs,
the hippie folks that long stood
Type
against
shit.
Trigon. You may have seen rings like these
updating
before.
other IPs.
Your friend
So
Raven has
basically,
it set to keep the
DCUO
demons
is
at
like
bay.
the
demons
devs'
inside.
back burner. Is like their little money maker in the background, and they use that money to just fund their other IPs or their first party IPs or whatever. And they're just keeping. They're not really updating or upgrading or remastering, refurbishing DC Universe Online. They're just really, like I said earlier, keeping it on life support. They're keeping it on life support, and they're pumping out episodes here and there, and just hope that everybody eat it up, and hope that the speed hackers stay there so that they can, stay making money and stay like, I don't fucking know anymore. But they rely on the speed hackers, let's be honest. Behind closed doors.
But when I say no major investment, what I talked about earlier, like we're not going to remaster like DC Universe Online. We stepped away from that idea.
Bruh.
So we're not making this up. You just heard the CEO of EG7 and Daybreak tell you that they are not going to put any money into DC Universe Online to remaster it. Yes, we're going to get an upgrade for PS5 and Xbox, but it's just going to be a bare minimum upgrade. It's just going to be bumped up to 4K. There's no really enhancement to the graphics or any of that stuff. In this chart, you will see collectively that DC Universe Online and all of those other games like EverQuest and Lord of the Rings and all this other stuff, all together it brings in roughly about $8,000 a month collectively.
Top
Wait,
line chart
what?
right there.
Stuff all together it brings in roughly about 8,000. All of those other games like EverQuest and Lord of the Rings and all this other stuff, all together it brings in roughly about $8,000 a month collectively.
Top line chart right there with a high volatility. That's DC Universe Online. So DC Universe Online is the biggest game that Daybreak currently operates because it's on multiple platforms. But it's also the most volatile. And of
What does that mean? Hold on.
all the games that we have, that is the most casual among the bunch. So more casual games tend to be more volatile. You see a lot more inflow of new players coming in, but they're not as sticky either.
I will finish you off
So you see,
myself.
they're just going to use all of those games together to make profits and pay off the investors. They're going to take those profits and also fund other projects like brand new video games. And then they're going to take some of that money and only put a little bit back into the current games that you've seen there in that chart, like DC Universe and all those other ones. Allegedly. So in this chart, you're going to see all the games that they're developing: Mecha Warrior, H1Z1, EverQuest. Ain't nobody asked for EverQuest 3, but they're still going to make it. You see, these CEOs and investors, they're ignorant.
No, all the magical energy will be lost.
More like, yeah, we have money, let's make games. And that's not how you create successful outcome in games business. And then also, prioritizing that financial strength. And then we're trying to set up our business for the next step. So actions taken, shut down a bunch of stuff: Minimal Effect, Block and Load 2, IGI, and 83, and Marvel, a big one there. Difficult one, but not.
So yeah, they're just basically saying fuck it. So like he said, I'm trying to rationalize this in my mind. So like they said, they are taking the money that they earn from all of the third-party games, and I guess the first-party games as well. Mostly the third-party games, I think, because I wasn't paying attention. I'm real live playing the game, so I'm not really like, I'm half paying attention. Apparently, they're like taking the money, and this isn't for sure, so obviously a grain of salt, but this is most likely what they're doing because of what the fuck, like, we're not getting anything. This is obviously what they're doing. So they're taking the money from the third-party games that they get, and they're paying the investors or compensating the investors. That's the first thing that they're doing with the money that they get in from the third-party games. And they're also funding first-party games with the third-party game money. So basically, all of the third-party game money that they get, they compensate the investors first. That's their first priority. And then they just throw it in first-party games when they need to. And then if they want to, if they feel like it, they'll put it back. They'll put a little bit, like a baby-ass bit back into DC Universe Online. They don't really care about it.
That's the right choice.
You cannot make this stuff up. You just heard our CEO from EG7 and Daybreak tell us that they canceled Marvel Universe Online for all of those other games like
Next
EverQuest,
stop is the lovely
H1Z1,
suburb
and
of
Mega
O.
Warrior.
In the old days, it would have been a
So
real
if you
trick
are
getting across the
still,
galaxy,
after
but now
hearing
old
all
Johnny
of this
Boy's got
information,
Sector O on
and you're
speed
still
dial. Last one
spending
there's
your
a duffy.
hard-earned money on all of these games, especially DC Universe Online, knowing all this information, I'm sorry, but please.
Stop it. Get some help.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
If you aren't using personalization, your customers may take it personally. Contentful is the fast, easy, scalable way for marketing teams to create meaningful experiences customers expect.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Hey, I'm just trying to connect with you.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Meps here, and welcome to another exciting Daily Planet News Dump, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Now we have a lot to cover, so let's get to the nitty-gritty, itty-bitty-titty confetti, slap, el-bitty, dilly-bitty, diddly-dilly-dilly. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna pass it over to Spittle.
What's good, this is your homeboy Spittles, and I'm gonna give you the rundown for this week's Daily Planet News Dump. You guys want double artifact XP week? We understand this. We hear you loud and clear, but we don't really care here at Daybreak Games.
Bruh.
Players are asking for a permanent broker and bank in the marketplace. We will also show you the Daybreak business model on how we use the players to test the game so that developers don't have to get paid to do so. We will also take a look at the test server update and exclusive footage of the Love Conquers All Valentine's Day event. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it back over to Max.
For our first news story, players are asking for a permanent bank and broker to the marketplace. They are willing to pay $20 a pop for this. Well, I replied with a simple noted, and usually when I say noted, that means it's not going to happen, because I'm just the community manager, and I do not decide anything for the game. All I get paid for is to just post on the forums.
Bruh.
Us developers here at Daybreak Games hear everybody loud and clear. We know that you want double artifact XP week, but instead we're going to give you Amazon Fury Part 3 Spotlight. Yes, we're gonna go right back to the spotlights of hell. So from January 25th, 2024 through Wednesday, January 31st, 2024, you can enjoy double bonus from the spotlights of this garbage.
What's up, players? This is the forum thread for reporting feedback and bugs on the new vendor items and their associated feats. So us here at Daybreak Games, for our business model, we use the player base to test the game on the test server instead of paying the devs to test the game for themselves. We're going to get the players to test the game for us for free. They don't get nothing out of this, only the satisfaction that they got to report some bugs. Morons. But this is how we bring in the big bucks here at Daybreak Games. Dollar bill, yours. Shing, bang, bang, skeet, skeet.
Bruh.
Now I will spawn our UI engineer so that we can go over
gosh, he always
the
plays
test
music for
server
the UI
update.
engineer. This dude do be taking all day though.
Hi everybody, it is I, your UI engineer. So for the test server update on January 24th, 2024, we added the Love Conquers All event with the Tunnel of Love and all these new feats. We also right here, we added episode 35, Forged Metal Chromas drops from bosses and monsters of Metal Raid can now be traded to other players. Wow, I didn't even know this was possible. Yeah, so I believe Lord of Prey has exclusive footage of the test server, so I'm going to pass it to it.
Hey yo, what's good, DC? Let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla, let me holla.
Bruh.
So we back with the Love Conquers All. Mr. Sub-Zero Freeze guy over here, he's still trying to save his wife. What's her name? Nora, right? Right across from Mr. Freeze, we got Hale Jordan over here trying to get some booty from the Love Lanterns. Haha. Let me give this pink heart a kiss. This year for the Valentine's Day event, we added all these chroma packs for 50 marks a pop. So you got the Rosy Romance, the Riz Chocolate, the Blueberry Shortcake, the Mint Kiss, the Plum Passion, the Tangerine Dream, the Buttercream Delight. We also added this Draw Heart emote right here for 50 marks. You got the Draw Heart emote. You can draw this heart and kiss everybody goodbye. You know what I'm saying? We also added all of these holiday sweaters. We got Superman and Lois Lane right here. We also added the Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. You would think it would be Harley Quinn and Joker, but you know what I'm saying? It's Nerd of Prey, baby. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? You feel me? But anyways, we got these base items, right? We got more base items. It's basically the small version and the large version. We got another one, Dead Man Portrait, large version and small version. We got another one right here, another base item. These are pretty much gonna go for money, so trying to make money off this event, you know, just a hint, you might want to start selling these right off the rip. But right here, you got more base items, and I'm kind of getting bored of doing this every time. I mean, like these base items, man, going through this crap, whatever. But yeah, we got a tea table and this crap, and I believe that's it. We also got 3 feats. Let me go into the feat list right here. We got 3 feats with this event, so you can cop. You know, you get 30 points. So you get. Right here with the material. You collect one of them new materials, and you get a 1-star fee. And then if you get the emote, the draw heart emote, you get a 1-star fee. And then if you collect 10 base items, you get a 1-star fee. But that's about it with my report. I'm gonna pass it back over to Meps.
That will conclude our news dump for this week. Make sure to tune in next week for everything DC Universe Online. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and we will catch you soon.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I want you to make me a promise.
Yes, Mom.
Don't you dare live a life of a poor nobody. You hear me?
I promise, Mom.
The hell? Who's that?
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
I got
all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Now here is Spittle to give us the rundown of what we can expect this week on the Daily Planet News Dump.
What's good to see your homeboy Spittles back with another rundown of the Daily Planet News Dump. This week on the Daily Planet News, you can expect all the information of the Brainiac returns. We have the launch codes, the release dates, and all that good stuff. And also find out with Nerd of Prey Economics how to make billions of DC cash. Let's talk about it. Miguel Daybreak is now Kikuman. Find out how us here at Daybreak Games have been training AI chatbot this entire time to replace our beloved community manager, Maps. Let's talk about it. Okay? And finally, for our last news story, have you been struggling on the live server with lag and animations delays? Have your animations and your powers have been getting locked? We'll find out how us here at Daybreak Games break the games. Let's talk about it. Now I'm going to pass it over to Nerd of Prey for Nerd of Prey Economics.
Hey yo, welcome to the Nerd of Prey Economics, where you learn everything about the economy of DC Universe Online. Let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla, 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 let me holla, holla, I'm gonna holla at you, let me holla, 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 I'm gonna holla at you, Maps, let me holla, I'm gonna holla, I'm gonna holla at you, Maps, please, let me holla, I'm gonna holla, I'm gonna holla at you,
Bruh.
So we finally have the Brainiac Returns episode launch date and key art reveal. Right here is the Brainiac Returns artwork. This is what you're going to be seeing on the On Duty. And, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feeling yourself? We also have the launch date, which is May 23rd. But don't take it from me. Let's look at this cool trailer. Rotate. Wow, what a garbage trailer. That's 15 seconds of our lives we're not gonna get back. Well, yeah, it's about that time again. Y'all want to get rich? You want to become a billionaire? Well, learn how with Nerd of Prey Economics. So when the DLC comes out, you're going to want to sell your Psionic Remnant and your bottled Hypertime. The Psionic Remnants in particular are going to be worth a lot of DC cash day one. We talking 10, 15 to 20 million a pop. You want to sell these right away. Another item that's going to be dropping while it's hot is going to make you millions and millions of DC cash. Is going to be these Kryptonite DNAs. Also, all the XP, you're going to get the Bizarro XP, Solid Bizarro Exobytes, Pristine Bizarro Exobytes. These are all going to be worth a lot of DC cash day one. I know what y'all saying, but yo, Nerd of Prey, I kind of need these to level up my tunes. Well, you see, this is why you broke. See, what you got to do is sell this stuff day one, day two, day three. Shoot, you can sell one of the Psionic Remnants for 15, 20 mil a pop, right? And then a month later, you can buy 20 of them for 1 mil a pop from just selling one of them day one. You feel me? You feel them? Away. Another item that's going to be dropping while it's hot is going to make you millions and millions of DC cash. It's going to be these Kryptonite DNAs. Also, all the XP, you're gonna get the Bizarro XP, Solid Bizarro Exobytes, Pristine Bizarro Exobytes. These are all gonna be worth a lot of DC cash day one. I know what y'all saying, but yo, Nerd of Prey, I kinda need these to level up my tunes. Well, you see, this is why you broke. See, what you gotta do is sell this stuff day one, day two, day three. Shoot, you can sell one of the psionic remnants for 15, 20 mil a pop, right? And then a month later, you can buy 20 of them for 1 mil a pop from just selling one of them day one. You feel me? You feeling myself? I'm gonna get this money. Are you?
Bruh.
Bueno, sí. In other news, there are 5 best rappers in the whole wide web. That is Dylan, 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 and Dylan, because I spit hot fire.
I apologize, everybody. Our AI bot is still in training. So right here we got server downtime on May 23rd, 2024 at 6 a.m. And it's to launch game update 144 and episode 47. All worlds will be down for 8 hours. Right here you see one of our valued customers says, "Yay, I'm happy. I must tell my mushroom pet, LOL."
Thank you, Nerd of Prey. Well, in other news, Miguel Daybreak is now Kikuman. Let's talk about it. You see, if you're not new to this channel, you should know by now that Miguel Daybreak all along has been an AI bot, a ChatGPT tool for us here at Daybreak Games to use as a replacement for a community manager. Let's talk about it.
Oz, or the fat classic first-timers. They don't know that nearly half of all used cars have been in an accident.
¿Qué?
There has been a lot of reports of server lag and animation delays. When you see Kikuman's response, formerly known as Miguel Daybreak, you're gonna see that this is obviously an AI bot. So now I'm gonna read these 2 posts to you, and pay attention, because this is going to expose to you exactly that this is an AI ChatGPT bot. It's not a real human. And what's hilarious is that everybody on the forums thinks they're talking to a real person. Haha. So, it reads like this. Hey guys, just wanted to check in since I know there are a lot of concerns over server issues and lag, especially with the new episode coming soon. And I know the lack of consistent regular communication from us to you has been even more frustrating. I'm still just a temp community manager, and a lot of my responsibilities have been focused on making sure social media and website forum posts go out in time. But I know that having someone to communicate with is important to the community, especially when there are major issues like these happening. Blah, 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 blah. Now I'm going to read a separate post and watch. It's the same bullcrap. Here's the same post on a different thread. The wording is just a little different. The only thing they changed was server issues and lag to artifacts. Let's see. Let's talk about it. Let's read it. Hey guys, just wanted to check in, since I know there are a lot of concerns over this artifact, and I know the lack of consistent, regular communication from us to you has been even more frustrating. I'm still just a temp community manager, and a lot of my responsibilities have been focused on making sure the social media, the blah, 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 blah.
¿Qué?
So you see, this is obvious signs of a ChatGPT AI tool being used by us here at Daybreak Games to replace our community manager. This is why you see developers posting server updates, test server updates, and update notes. And you have the chatbot only posting bonus weeks and events. And finally, for our last news story, we have status of server lag and ongoing issues. Hey everyone, I wanted to share an update with all of you on the ongoing server and animation lag that has been impacting the in-game experience. We understand the frustration. The team is very aware of these server issues. It says right here, players may continue to experience in-game lag heading into tomorrow's release of Brainiac Returns episode. We apologize for this, and we'll be working to resolve this as fast as possible so players can have the best experience possible with the game. So everybody, you heard it here first, expect lag tomorrow. And of course, all these players are on the forums expressing their frustration. Players are now on the forums saying that the DLC should be delayed for a week, and the lag issues and performance issues on PS5 should be fixed, and all this yada yada stuff. us here at Daybreak Games are not gonna do this because we need money, and the DLC is ready to go. Well, it's gonna have a lot of bugs and issues, but it's still ready. Haha. Right here you will see that a player is saying that they miss me, Theodore 10 Stone Maps, because I did my job way better than the current devs. Haha. Thank you for watching the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. And remember, when the new DLC launches tomorrow on May 23rd, 2024, if you experience lag, server issues, frame rate drops, animation problems, just remember, us here at Daybreak Games, we don't care. Just give us your money.
Bruh.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
File free in the app by 2/18. When you switch to TurboTax, do it yourself.
Get Wawa Rewards' biggest deal of the new year before it's gone. Any size hot coffee for $1. Any size iced coffee for $2. And a 16-ounce Monster Energy for $3. Don't wait. Join and redeem your bonus offers today.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey, Meps here. Welcome back to the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. This time around, we need Spittle to give us the rundown. I'm so excited, I farted and a little doodle came out.
Bruh.
What's good, DC? It's your homeboy Spittles. This week on the Rundown, Maps is going to give us a deep dive of what the DCUO Creator League business model is all about. You want to join the Daybreak Games Teachers Pet Club? Find out exactly how to get in. Also, Spotlight Atlantis is going on this week. Get your double source marks while it still lasts. Let's talk about it. We also have test server update news from June 7th, 2024. The Tides of War seasonal summer event is now live on test servers. We're going to take a look at exclusive footage of the seasonal event with Red 5. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Well, it's here, everyone. The Daybreak Games DCUO Creator League business model. We selected our top DCUO content creators to promote the game for us so that Daybreak Games does not have to pay for advertisement to advertise the game. We let these content creators advertise and showcase the game for us. They bring in the customers and we make bank. They make money from YouTube and then spend it into the marketplace. And then we make money, they make money, everybody makes money. Let's talk about it. You see, if you want to join this DCUO Creator League business model, you have to turn your entire channel into one big showcase and advertise our game for us. Showcase time capsules, showcase builds with 200 rank artifacts on the test server. Never show players how to play the game for free. If you show players how to play the game for free, you can't join the club. On the forums, we have content creators like GeoForce100 feeling salty, saying, "Why wasn't I chosen? Is my content not good enough?"
Bruh.
GeoForce100, my brother from another mother, your content is most certainly good enough. But you see, the problem is that you're a PvP player. You show PvP content most of the time. And us here at Daybreak Games, we don't make no money off of PvP, so you're canceled. You have to be like my sister from another mister, Mennonite. She showcases all the latest seasonal styles, cosmetics. You see, you have to be like Multiverse. Don't show the player base how to play the game for free. Just show them all the latest cosmetic styles and time capsules and materials that they can purchase with real-life money. You need to be like the pop queen of DCUO, Oxidon Chill. You see, this player just shows you endgame builds on test server with 200 rank artifacts. He will never show you builds with low artifacts and low skill points that work for beginner players. If you want to join the Breakfast Club, here's a perfect example of what not to do. The Dead Sea Scroll Gaming channel will show you exactly how to play the game for free. Us here at Daybreak Games cannot allow a channel like this to be part of the Breakfast Club, because then it will show our player base, especially our new beginner players, how to play the game for free, and they won't fall into the pyramid scheme we call DC Universe Online. We cannot afford to let a channel like this into our Echo Chamber Club because it will show our beginner players how to play the game truly for free. This is one of the few channels that show 47 billion DC cash and how to run the market with it. This channel also shows you a lot of different farming methods and how to earn time capsules for free and how to trade DC cash without membership. And it goes on and on and on. Us here at Daybreak Games cannot afford this information to get out because we will lose a lot of money. This player has cracked the code.
Dedication and different character things. Listen, thank you that I got here.
In conclusion, if you don't believe me, let's take a listen to our new producer. He tells you that it's all about cosmetics and styles and promoting that to the player base so that they can buy it.
So there's a lot of ways that people can spend if they want to get ahead. I mean, I'll let Chad dig into the systems part of it, but basically there's items in the game. Nothing is critical. You can play without them, but when people really like stuff, they really like stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of this is cosmetics, and as Chad was saying earlier, a big focus for a lot of players is styles.
Sure.
And being able to get access to the latest, auras or chromas is a big deal. Getting materials.
Bruh.
In other news, test server update on June 7th is out, everybody. Tides of War summer seasonal event is here. We added 3 new feats and a bunch of stuff. Let's talk about it. Here is Red 5 with exclusive footage of the test server.
Hey you, it's me, Red 5, on the grind, all the time, prime time 69. Hi Mom, so we here on the test server with exclusive footage of Aquaman and the summer seasonal event. Let's talk about it. So we added this new material, beach sand material, but I'm not going to show it to you because I'm on the grind 69. We got 2 new emotes. We got the Feel the Wave emote, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? On the grind all the time, 69. And then we got the second one, the Summer Vibin' emote. Look at this thing. It looks awesome. I mean, you're doing the Crip Walk. Is this a gangster walk or what? This is a Harlem Shake. You feel me? Then we got also right here, we got a bunch of new items we added. Man, that Crip Walk looks good. We got this right here. We got this hair right here. And, it looks pretty cool. He's got these 2 braids, and you feeling not on the grind on the 6 and 9. Man, my jaw hurt. We also added this Swaggerlicious beach hat. Now you can sit on the beach, on the grind, all the time, prime time 6 and 9. And then we got all these dang base items. You know what? I'm just gonna let one of our content creators from the DCUO Content Creator League, let one of them showcase this stuff. I mean, this is boring. Let's move on. Let's talk about it. And finally, we got 3 feats. You get a 3-star feat for collecting the sand material, a 2-star feat for collecting the 10 base items, and another 2-star feat for collecting one of the emotes. That's about wraps it up. And remember, on the grind all the time, 6 and 9, prime time, Red 5.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
You know, Gotham City and Metropolis are like night and day.
Bottled by Brainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hello! Welcome back to the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. I'm your host, Nerd of Prey, and let's talk about it. Let's holla at you. Let me holla at you. Let me holla at you. Let me holla, 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 holla. Maps, what are you doing here, bruh? Didn't we fire you? Didn't you get laid off? What is going on, bruh? Let's talk about it. Alright, so we're gonna dive right in because I have a lot to say. I have a lot to unpack. Let's talk about it. So right here we have the Teen Titans Judas Contract episode Spotlight. So from August 13th, 2024 through Monday, August 19th, 2024, players can enjoy double source marks when completing instances in this garbage. In other news, we also have the new artifact Red Tornado Redistribution module. This artifact can only be acquired if you are a tank power, so if you're a healer power or a troll power, you cannot buy this artifact from the vendor. And the reason why this is so is because we do not want the player base to abuse this like they did the Eye of Gemini. But I digress. Let's talk about it. Along with the release of this new artifact, we have a marketplace sale for 20% off the entire artifacts tab from August 13, 2024 through Monday, August 19, 2024. You would think that we would release double artifact XP, right? But you see, it's all about money. We need all of y'all to spend your money in the marketplace because guess what? The speed hackers and most of this community is the reason why you're probably never going to get double artifact XP again. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. If you want to know why we're never going to get double artifact XP again, well, it's because of this. It's because of the speed hackers. It's because of the PC community. You see, PC can still speed hack an AFK farm with a macro program on the PC. You see, all they need to do is find a programmer to sell them a hack. And the hack, all it has to have is a 5-minute delay. And that'll bypass the 5-minute loot lock timer that us here at Daybreak Games put into the game to prevent exploitation. The only problem is it only prevented the console players from doing this. The speed hackers on PC can still do the exploit, no problem. It hasn't changed. It's laughable. You see, we make all this money here at Daybreak Games, but we don't install an anti-cheat. And if you ask us why we don't install an anti-cheat, we're going to give you a BS excuse about it's not going to be compatible with the hardware. It might make it all crumble.
Bruh.
Have you ever wondered why you can't trade catalysts like Artifact Catalyst or Ally Catalyst with PC players? Well, it's because of exploitation, because they can do this, right? Have you ever wondered why we can't reset each other? You know, PC players can't reset PlayStation players can't use replay badges to reset PC players. Well, it's because of this. You see, PC players can exploit, and us here at Daybreak Games, we can't stop them. We could only slow them down. See, but we can stop the PlayStation community for benefiting from these PC players. You see, because what's happening here, you see, what you have to understand is all the top leagues. I mean, you name them. I'm not going to name any names here, but all the top leagues, there's at least one player in there that has a PC, and they hack. You see, they'll beat the raids legit and get the footage for you and be like, look, we could beat the raids legit. But when it comes down to farming and getting resources and getting down to business to make DC cash, it's all about speed hacking. And all of these top leagues have at least one of them.
I told you, Joe, I'm short on cash.
Quinn, I'm not leaving you alone tonight. Not after what Kathy did to you. You need to have some fun.
Quinn was brutally dumped by his girlfriend Kathy because he was a weak loser with no special powers in a...
You don't believe me? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. Let's talk about you proving me wrong about it. Can you prove me wrong about it? I don't think so. Let's talk about you trying to prove me wrong about it. I have 13 years of experience on it. Let's talk about it. You see, what you need to understand that this goes deeper than what you know. The reason why the 5-minute loot lock timer got put into the game to begin with is because of the speed hackers themselves. Let me explain. Let's talk about talking about this. Talk about it. Let's talk about this garbage about it. So check me out. Let me holler at you. Listen, bruh, these speed hackers will straight up go on Discord and sell a spot to other speed hackers. And when enough money was made from all of these other speed hackers buying up the spot and location to do this on, that speed hacker that sold them the spot, he'll go and report it to the developers. And then the developers, us here at Daybreak Games, will remove the raid. And when the raid is removed, well, all those speed hackers don't have a spot. Well, here comes that speed hacker coming up with a brand new spot to sell to them. And then when they all know it, he'll report it again. This is why it was leaked. This is why the developers found out. Let's talk about it. Prove me wrong about it, because you don't even know what you're talking about it.
Bruh.
This is why we took out trading Artifact XP. Us here at Daybreak Games was losing a lot of money. You see, because these speed hackers can AFK farm and pop nth metal detectors, and then they get 999 stacks, and then they sell those stacks and advertise that they can get your artifact from 0 to 200 if you pay them like 3 billion DC cash. We was losing money, and we had to get rid of it. That's why. Prove me wrong. Let's talk about you trying to prove me wrong about it. In conclusion, the speed hackers can still do this. The speed hackers actually, some of them, they like to run their mouths a lot on Discord. And the same speed hacker that was selling spots like this in the past, and then when he ran out of customers because they all had a spot, you know, so he needs to make money somehow. So you need to report the spot to the developers so that your customers don't have a spot to farm, so that they come back to you and buy another spot. Yeah, that hacker is now trying to sell a duplication glitch all over Discord. So like these hackers, it's like, when you speak with some of these hackers, they got all this power and they don't even know what they're doing with it. And a lot of them just are really childish. It's like they little kids. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they're doing. They don't even know how to run the market with these hacks. I only know, the reason why I know is because they have all this power, bro, and they come at me and talking about they want to buy DC cash. That's why I know. I sell them the damn DC cash, and a lot of them are in leagues, like top leagues, like you wouldn't even believe what leagues they're in. Now, for all you console players, listen up. Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. You can AFK farm without a macro, without a PC, without any of that garbage. I know several spots. I'm not going to show you all of them in this video because it's a lot of information. Again, if you want to see how to AFK farm legit, without hacking, without all this garbage, just holler at me in the comment section below. I might make a video, you know, AFK farming nth metal in ally favor in 2024. But all you need to do is find a spot like this. I'm in Gotham City. You do not get clamped in Gotham City. This is old school Gotham City. You feel me? And all you gotta do is take a rubber band or a hair tie, you feel me? And you wrap it around a old controller that probably has stick drift that you don't really play with no more, you feel me? And you wrap it around that R1 button, and boom, you block. And these ads are so squishy, they hit you, it's like a tickle, and then boom, you get XP. This is how you AFK farm. However, if you get too close to the NPCs down by the bridge, you can't AFK, it'll disconnect you. I don't know why the open world disconnects you. There is spots and instances that you can do this in. I'm not gonna show you in this video. Like I said, if you guys ask for it in the comment section below, I might show y'all. But again, do not spend your money on this garbage game for XP packs. Don't get fooled by that pyramid scheme. All you need to do is take your freaking controller, wrap a rubber band or a hair tie around it, around your R1, and just sit out here and block. And these ads will get killed, you'll get money, you'll get XP, and you can just leave your PlayStation 4 running all night, and it'll just get you XP. And when you wake up the next day, you got all this stuff to spend on your artifacts and your allies, you feel me? So, with that said, let me holler at you, let's talk about it, let me talk about talking about it. I'ma catch you on the next one. I'm out.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm from the 25th century, but I've been programmed to communicate like a robot from your time.
Beep. Beep. Boop. Bee. Rainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey, yo, Happy New Year's, fam. How y'all vibing? Let's talk about it. This is Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Let me holla at you, let me holla. I'm your host, Glitter, and let's talk about it. We're gonna go over the news, and let's talk about it. Holla. Alright, fam, we just gonna jump right into it with no lube. Right here, you got your Wonderverse Spotlight event, 2-time source marks, running from December 31st through January 6th, 2025. Play Wonderverse and get all these source marks. Let's talk about it.
What's up, fam? It's me, Red 5, on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. So we're going to do a couple changes to the new Dr. Phase Daily Rewards moving forward with the new year. Let's talk about it. So we're going to add these gear boxes, which are going to offer a variety of past styles that we've already added to the game. Talk about recycling garbage. Let's talk about it. And plus, on the 21st day of members, we'll be able to unlock the Resurgence Mega Capsule on the new daily reward system. And we're also going to have a new Mega Capsule coming out in January. On the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom.
Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. So I have a special episode to show you. I have a underrated material. Nobody knows about this chroma pack. And this chroma pack is very underrated. And a lot of people in Little Bohemia gatekeep this chroma pack. So let's talk about it.
Bruh.
This is the Joker's Legacy Time Capsule. And right here you will see the Burnished Bronze Chroma Pack. Let's talk about it. Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome back to Multiverse. And right here you will see this Burnished Bronze Chroma Pack. It will make all your styles look legit. My Superman look legit. This Chroma Pack, let's talk about it. Once again, heroes and villains, welcome back to Multiverse. And right here you got the Batman with the Burnished Bronze Chroma Pack. And it looks legit, and it's very legit. Let's talk about it. And finally, welcome back to Multiverse, heroes and villains. And right here you got the Flash with the Burnished Bronze Chroma Pack. And it looks sexy, and it looks legit. And it's the Burnished Bronze, and let's talk about it.
Bruh.
Yep, it doesn't matter if you're a developer for DC Universe Online or a content creator. Everybody can get it here in 2025. Let's talk about it. What's up, fam? I'm vibing. For our last news story, we finally got an inside look of what these new story blogs or story arcs are going to be for the upcoming DLCs moving forward with the new year, 2025. So right here, this is basically part of our new business model to save money. Do you remember those old school story arc comic book like cutscenes in the old school level 1 to 30 missions on DC Universe Online? Remember when you get the headline, you get this cutscene with the cinematic and the comic book like art? Well, that's basically what this is, but we're taking it out of the game. You see, when you beat the Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse raid and you get the headline, you're supposed to be greeted with a cutscene like this to give you an inside story arc of what's gonna happen in the upcoming DLC. But instead of doing it the old school way with what already exists in the game, we gotta cut corners, we gotta save money with our new business model. We're gonna have you go over to our forums and read our story arc blog instead. You see, our artwork director or our new artist here at Daybreak Games, they too busy looking up Easter eggs for Taylor Swift's new album, so we can't bring you what already exists in the game to begin with to tell you a good story. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. We vibing, fam. What's up, gang? We vibing. Thank you for watching the Daily Planet News, where you get all your latest news for DC Universe Online. I'm your host, Glitter, and let's talk about it. Let me holla at you. Let me holla at you. Let me holla, 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 holla.
Bruh.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Wayfair helps all of us create a home we love.
The Wayfair vibe at our place, Western.
But we all got our own thing.
Drama.
Glamour.
Gardening.
In the neighborhood, there's a place for all of us.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Pause for the facts. She's shopping for a used car, but she doesn't know that nearly half of them have been in an accident. Luckily, Carfax shows how accidents impact price, so she doesn't have to overpay. Unpause. Whoa.
This is cool.
Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
I'm from the 25th century, but I've been programmed to communicate like a robot from your time. Beep.
Beep. Boop. Bee. Rainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, yo, let me holla, 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 let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla, holla, holla. Welcome back to the Daily Planet News, where you can get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. I'm your host, Glitter, and we have a special Daily Planet News for you this week. We're going to take a look at the latest DLC coming out on January 28th. So without further ado, let me holla at you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. You want to talk about it? I think I want to talk about it. You want me to talk about it? You want to talk about my haircut? Look at my mohawk. I put a fishbowl over my head and I just went at it. You feel me? Let's talk about it. Okay, so we have Behind the Scenes Day of Reckoning. This is apparently the new DLC. We're going to take a look. It says right here, the Day of Reckoning is nigh. Join DC Universe Online's creative director Al Rivera and art director Scott Boyd. Alright, let me pause right there. You see that art director Scott Boyd? That's the art director that said that he takes inspiration from Taylor Swift's albums, Easter eggs. Just pointing that out there, alright? You feel me? Let's talk about it. So you see right here, it's confirmation that the DLC will be available on January 28, 2025. And of course, we got these dang story arcs we went through already. So right off the bat, I want to point out that us here at Daybreak Games, we taking a new approach. This is part of our new business model. We are not going to release the DLC on test server anymore 2 weeks prior to the release, because we sensitive over here, you feel me? We don't want to hear the criticism on how it's copied and pasted on YouTube, you know what I mean? That hurts our feelings. So we're not going to release it on test server. And plus, when it comes out, it's going to come out really buggy, and then you can report the bugs when it's on live server. Who needs test server to fix it beforehand, right? Let's talk about it.
Bruh.
Hi, I'm Scott Boyd. I'm the art director at DCUO.
Alright, remember, this is the guy that likes Taylor Swift Easter eggs. Again, I have to clarify this. This is the guy that likes Taylor Swift's Easter eggs on her albums. That's what he takes inspiration for his artwork. Alright, let's talk about it.
Hi, I'm Al Rivera. I'm the creative director of DC Universe Online.
And we are here to talk about Day of Reckoning.
Hurry up and talk about it already.
One of the things I'm most excited about, personally, is bringing powerful narrative to DCUO. When I first got here, I met with DC. We want to take a deeper approach, where we can tell stories over long periods of time. allowing players to kind of speculate where the story is going, what's a character's motivation is, and what's going to happen next. And we've been working closely with DC to tie in our stories into what they're doing.
I'm really excited to have the players see our unique characters that we've created for this story. They're very different than what we've done before, and they're our own design in-house, and they've got backstory, they've got baggage, they've got all this stuff that they're carrying with them. And we really worked hard to design these characters to kind of let them feel unique, to feel like their own person. It's a whole new ballgame here on DCUO, and I'm really excited to just see how the players react to all these new changes to the art and how we tell stories through our art.
Alright, so let me translate. What they saying is that this is part of our new business model where we cut corners to save money. See, instead of providing you with cutscenes, we're gonna make you go over to our forums and read a story art blog that nobody cares about that's gonna lead you deep down the rabbit's butthole. Let's continue.
What we're doing with Day of Reckoning is definitely very different than what players may be used to. And a lot of DCUO is very action-oriented, and we don't want to take that away from anybody. But we want to also bring some humor to DCUO. So when you come to Day of Reckoning, when you get to Casnia, leave behind some of your preconceived notions about how DCUO plays. And take a moment to look around and listen to the story and experience the narrative and experience the environment. There's a lot in there that you might overlook if you just blaze through it.
The team went out and they created this brand new Eastern European village, and we said we're going to set it in the snow. We want it to feel creepy and kind of isolated. We did rain last time in Gotham, and so we wanted to try our hand at a different, weather environment. So let's do snow and see how that feels to kind of coincide with the creepy noir kind of murder mystery environment.
Cool, guys, we added snow. We never did that before. Cool. But if you actually pay attention, all that area is out there is War-Torn Village. You know the Ultimate Soldier DLC? There's something called at the House of Legends. When you go in the teleporter, you'll see one of the areas you can teleport to. It's called War-Torn Village. Go there and pay attention. Look at the buildings, look at the surroundings. It's just War-Torn Village, more opened up, and they put snow on the ground, and they added this village right outside the buildings. That's all it is. Let's talk about it. Let's continue.
So we decided we wanted to do something in a mausoleum. It was really neat to kind of just see the team come together and find aspects and elements to introduce that kind of creep factor. And our creative director is a really big fan of like Halloween and scary things. So he would throw ideas at us to kind of really create that vibe. So we got to do these little story beats, little elements throughout the mausoleum until we get to this big open church area where we get this really beautiful, expansive environment.
Wasn't it that?
Hold up, bruh. That's the same area as Desecrated Cathedral from the Trigon DLC. I don't remember the name. There's so many dang DLCs. Hold on, let me get the clip. Look, bruh, it's Desecrated Cathedral. It's the same area where you fight Trigon's sons. Here's Jared. This is the same spot, fam. Look, bruh, take a look again. Look, pay attention to the windows, pay attention to the chairs, everything that's in this hallway, this area here. Look, you see them windows up there? Pay attention to all this stuff, bruh. It's copy and paste. This is already in the game. We just reusing it, you know what I'm saying? We got a low budget. Feel me?
Comics are often underappreciated for how powerful their narrative can be. They can have powerful morality plays, powerful narratives, powerful emotional stories built around triumph and loss and tragedy. I want to bring some of that to DCUO. I think comics and DCUO is a platform where we can really tell powerful stories and meaningful stories that will resonate with people and make you feel something. And if I can make you feel something, then that'll make this team very happy. And that's what we want to do.
Speak with the question.
We don't want to feel nothing. We want good raids, bruh.
He's in here?
Story back in Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse.
A female question?
Collections that gave little teasers to the story about what's about to happen in Day of Reckoning.
Protege,
And from there, we started releasing a series of blogs. We've released 3 blogs so far. Each one of them is a little prequel to the story that's coming.
The biggest thing about Al that I love is that he has a vision. He creates this amazing vision that I just kind of I feel like I get to go along for the ride.
No, he gets to go along for the ride. He wants Taylor Swift and the Easter eggs, and he wants the other guy to ride him in the back, and they go deep and down inside the rabbit's butthole, and who cares?
Where he creates the foundation.
Look at the windows, bro. You see the windows? Look, the same as the desecrated cathedral. What I tell you?
And that's me.
He's got a lot of positive energy, and I'm super laser focused. And together, we've been able to make in the past some really powerful content and stories. And he can take my visions and my ideas and bring them to life in a way that, I've never worked with anyone like that before. Why is our story arc called Light and Rain? Why is this chapter called Day of Reckoning? Well, it's really kind of hard to talk about without giving away spoilers. But the titles have meaning. Day of Reckoning has more than one meaning, and I think it's something that you'll learn, and it'll unfold as you play this story, as you go through this narrative and learn about these characters.
So whether you've been with us for 14 years or whether you just started playing a week ago, thanks for coming out here and watching this little sneak peek into what's coming this year.
Really looking forward to you getting your hands on Day of Reckoning. I really hope you'll enjoy it and everything that's to come in 2025.
So look for Light and Rain, Day of Reckoning, on January 28th.
And always remember, look to the stars, for hope burns bright.
And of course, now everybody on the forums think there's going to be a new power or light power pack. Everybody believes, or all the noobs believe, that there's going to be a Blue Lantern power. Well, I hate to burst your bubble. It's not going to happen, fam. And I actually have receipts to prove it. I'm going to let the devs tell you themselves. But before I play those clips, just letting y'all know, they've already confirmed it. They're not going to have a new Blue Lantern power. They're not going to have any powers because they don't really have the funding to do that. They don't have enough developers. There's a skeleton crew running this game. And the CEO at Daybreak Games and EG7 is only pumping enough money to keep the game alive. They didn't want to remaster it. They didn't want to make Marvel Universe Online. They scrapped all those projects for EverQuest 3. I mean, I'm tired of telling y'all this, but whatever. Let's continue.
First week on the job, the systems lead who I started under, I started as like just a regular game designer on systems, and he was like, okay, listen, you need to be careful in there. This is like already
it's all duct taped together and this to that.
And he's like, some of us don't even know what all of it does, so you need to go in there gingerly, be cautious, be respectful, but of course we're going to make big changes. And so that's the biggest challenge. Is so much of it is just like research. Like anytime you want to do anything, you're like, okay, well now you need to figure out not only how that works in the game, but also like how that thing is built in the game, because you don't want to pull out something that's like it's Jenga. You don't pull out something that's going to cause a lot of other
bring
stuff.
It all down, yeah.
And so that's my biggest anxiety.
You see, that was the one and only Red 5 on the grind all the time, prime time. He has 69. You see, he's telling you that the hardware is very old. And most of them don't even know what most of it does. I mean, you heard him say it yourself. So if they add too many things at once, like a new power, they might make the whole thing crumble. Let's continue.
And then your final question is, will we see new weapons or powers in the game?
I mean, I just mentioned it. We're going to go back, open up arenas, draw weapons. I think new weapons or powers, we were just having this discussion not that long ago. We're always talking about bringing in new weapons or powers, but I think this goes back to there's already a lot.
Sure.
There's already a lot, and so there's a balance between, if it was up to us, we'd do everything, right? Mm-hmm. If it was easy, we'd just have everything in the game.
You just heard him. He said if it was up to them, they'd do it. They'd do even more things than what we ask for. But they can't because it's not up to them. It's up to the CEO of Daybreak Games and EG7, G-Ham, Baby Dick G-Ham, which I'm going to get into here in a minute. But let's continue.
It's great, right? Everything available. Part of it is it's not so much technical. Sometimes it's balance. Like, is this a good idea to have another? Does it make sense? Does it fit the DC universe, right? Is this a power set that's even found within DC? But if there are power sets, which ones do we like and which ones are something that we want to invest the time in? Because everything we want to build requires us to do something that is a finite resource. I only have so many Chads. We only have so many people on the team. We only have so much time per release per year. And so it's really just a prioritization. But
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
At Vistaprint, we print signs so people can see your brand up close. But we also print signs so that people can see your business here. See it here.
So you see, they have a skeleton crew. He said it himself. He only has one Red 5 on the grind all the time, 69, prime time. If he had 5 Red 5s, 5 Chads, 10 Chads, he can make the power, but he can't. And as a matter of fact, this same producer already told us, I can't get you to click because the YouTuber will report my video because she's a crybaby. But in this clip, this same producer said that if they were able to make a power with funding and with more developers in on the project, it would be the power of plastic. They would put plastic into the game. Yeah, I know, plastic, how boring. Or maybe it would be fun, who knows. But regardless, it's not going to be a lantern power, and we're actually not going to get any powers, definitely not this year. But some of y'all are optimistic. There's a reason why there's optimistic players on the forums about a new power, and this because of this clip right here.
But if the question is, are we going to see new? I think the answer is probably, but it's just a matter of what, if, and when.
And finally, I'm going to close this video by showing you to the one and only CEO of Daybreak Games and EG7, G-Ham. This is the guy who's ruining the game. He's the reason why the player count has dropped over the last 10 years, probably longer, who knows. This guy is the reason why the game is highly pay to win. This is why the game is very highly monetized. This is why we have all these budget cuts. This guy is responsible for canceling Marvel Universe Online. He's also responsible for canceling DC Universe Online Remastered. Yeah, they were going to remaster our beloved DC Universe Online, but G-Ham canceled it. Why? Because DC Universe Online is a third-party game. What that means is they need to pay Warner Brothers for the rights to have the logo DC Universe and all the characters and emblems. They need to pay Sony for the game being on the PlayStation Network. They need to pay Xbox for the game being on their network. They need to pay Nintendo for it being on the Switch. They need to pay all these companies before they get any sort of profit. And then whatever profit comes in, which it is in the millions, of course, because there's a lot of whales on DC, let's face it. But whatever profit they get, they're going to take that money and only put a small portion of it back into the game to pay the developers that are keeping the game alive with updates. They're not putting nothing back into the game that's game-breaking or game-changing. They're not remastering the game. They're not doing none of that. And, of course, don't take it from me. I have receipts. So without further ado, this is G-Ham, the guy that's making DC Universe Online trash. This is why you have clamps. This is why you're not going to have a new power.
But the first one here is Daybreak, acquisition from Sony. We acquired it beginning of 2015. The underwriting for it was super simple. We're business guys, finance guys. I like to play games, but at the same time, my focus and expertise is really on the business front and operational front. So looking at the business, Sony wanted to divest this asset because it's not core to them. They make PC online games. Sony makes their money from PlayStation, which is console. So ultimately, they decided to sell it, but broken business. They lost over $400 million over 7 years. Significant accumulated losses. When we bought the business, they were losing about $30 million a year. We went in 30 days. Lots of big changes because we like to operate quite decisively when there's changes that need to be made. Got it to profitability within the month. And then existing live games will be maintained. with investments necessary. We're not pulling money out, okay? We're going to invest as necessary to continue to prolong. Like EverQuest will be here like a decade later. And I would not be surprised if it's still where it is today. And we want to make sure that that continues to be. But when I say no major investment, what I talked about earlier, like we're not going to remaster like DC Universe Online. We stepped away from that idea. I talked about earlier, like we're not going to remaster like DC Universe Online. These are all the cash flow generation from the existing businesses, okay? So these all make money. And when we make money, we want to fund it into the blue arrow, sort of boxes, right? The growth vectors. So Daybreak going into third-party publishing and first-party game. So actions taken, shut down a bunch of stuff. Minimal Effect, Lock and Load 2, IGI, and 83, and Marvel, a big one there. Difficult one, but nonetheless the right choice. And Marvel, a big one there. Difficult one, but nonetheless the right choice.
So there you have it. In conclusion, DC Universe Online has a lot of potential, but Baby G Ham is ruining the game. He canceled all these projects, and he's taking all the money that they make from DC Universe Online to fund other projects, other games like EverQuest 3 and MechWarrior 5 plans. I don't know what to tell y'all. This is old news. I just gotta keep on bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? Beat this dead horse until it can't move anymore, because I don't know. This community is delusional, or maybe it's, I don't know. I hope you guys like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. I'm out.
Never run that fast. I got you stuck off the realness. 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 got you stuck off the realness.
Push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Hey, it's me, your favorite community manager, Max. And in this video, I'm going to show you what my daily life looks like here at Daybreak Game Company, what I do on a daily basis at work, and what I'm doing when I'm hard at work. So without further ado, here we go. Let me show you.
Stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
This cleansing balm truly dissolves my eye makeup so easily and is suitable for acne-prone skin like mine, so it won't clog pores. This is Dissolve Away by Hero Cosmetics. I'm so glad I found a cleansing balm that's gentle and leaves my skin clean.
I want you to make me a promise.
Yes, Mom.
Don't you dare live a life of a poor nobody. You hear me?
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Hey, I'm just trying to connect with you.
Hey, your favorite community manager, Maps here, and in this video, we're going to take a look at our new development update for September 2022. Our development team is proud to present to you what we have in store for the rest of the year. As you can see right here, our new episode 44 is the Son of Black Adam. And we also have the new Homecoming seasonal event coming on September 8th, 2022. As you can see right here, there's a bunch of jibber-jabbish that we don't even want to read right now, so I'm just going to skip straight down to the nitty-gritty, itty-bitty, titty-confitty, nitty-bitty, I forgot what I was going to say. Now pay attention to this screenshot that we provided here of our fantastic artwork here from our development team at Dimensional Inc. This is how our development team takes old content like Kondak, as you can see here, and we reskinned it with nice, pretty, vibrant colors so that you can enjoy our reskinned content all over again. In episode 44, The Sins of Black Adam, we are going to provide you with, of course, the open world missions, a duo, an alert, and we are finally going to go back to 2 raids. This is surprising. Even I didn't even know. So get your wallets ready for replay badges because these 2 raids are going to be a doozy. And now for the funky, dunky, chunky, bunky, took-a-look-a-dunky, let's check out the development update here at Delusional Inc. that we have for the future. Of course, we have all our boring events coming out, along with the new seasonal event, Homecoming, with the Batman ally, but now we also have a new Black Adam ally, and of course, the long-awaited, long-delayed, future PlayStation 5 upgrade that is not going to be spectacular. Everybody is going to get their hopes up for no reason because it's not going to really look that good.
Did I mention that I am fully functional?
Stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Did you know most SaaS applications don't back up your user data?
Your SaaS application's terms and conditions clearly state that it's your data and your responsibility to back it up. Start protecting your data today with Rewind.
Let's face it, guys only want one thing.
Wish I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
Hey, it's your favorite community manager, Maps, and in this video, I am going to show you how we break games here at Daybreak Games Company. As you've already heard, we have a problem with the marketplace when we released the seasonal event with the preparations for episode 44. We immediately removed the marketplace because we had technical issues. Unfortunately, we had to suspend the players. As you see right here, I updated the forums. The situation is not great. As in similar situations, we screw up the game and then we suspend the players for our mistakes. However, this is not the first or second or third time that this has happened, so don't worry to all you players that are shitting your bricks right now, you are not going to be permanently banned for this. Now give me a second because I have to meow for 2 seconds. For all of you who do not know, this was the issue that was occurring. The Atlantean pack was worth 1 penny in the marketplace. Literally 1 penny. What this means is that the player will get 15 stabilizers and 100 source marks for literally 1 penny. If you spotted this and did this, we suspended your account because most likely we're going to go through your account and erase everything that you got with 1 penny. In order to do that, you're not going to be able to play the game for the entire weekend. And possibly 1 or 2 weeks. And now, in case you do not think that this is an exploit because you purchased it with money, well, think again. As you see in our terms of service, right here, it says, bugs and Daybreak Games and to refrain communication existence of such exploitations, bugs that create the end user unnatural or unintended benefits to the user. So generally what this means is that you seized an opportunity in the marketplace and you exploited it. Never in history has anything in the marketplace been 1 penny. And now I want to address all the salty players who want to sue Daybreak Day Company for our mistake. This is simply not possible. The system is rigged to the point that you will spend so much money by the time you take us to court, it would be very discouraging altogether. As you can see right here in our terms of service, it'll cost over $10,000 to even pursue this in court. At which us Daybreak here company will also reimburse you for this money, but we will not even negotiate this to this point because we do not want to lose you as a customer. That's why you are not permanently banned. And now for the funky, ducky, chunky, muckaduggalunky, you paid a lot of money for this stupid ass game. Let this be a lesson to all of you from here on out that in the terms of service it says that we may at any time modify, suspend, and or discontinue all or part of any Daybreak games. What this basically is saying that this entire time that you have been spending money for membership and cosmetics and all this virtual stuff, we here at Daybreak can shut the game down on you and you will lose everything that you spent on the game. No questions asked, and because of our terms of service, you can't do nothing about it. You agreed to this when you hit accept to play our games.
Did I mention that I am fully functional?
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Appreciate it. Lunch break? Second lunch break. Church's Real Deals. Get 2 classic chicken sandwiches starting at $4. We got you. Church's.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
Is fond of Brainiac.
Hey, Maps here, and I'm proud to present to you our fantastic new amazing DLC, The Sins of Black Adam. In this video, I'm going to show you clips of our new content, and I'm going to show you clips of our old content to show you and
I got you stuck off the rail.
Is fond of Brainiac.
Hey, Maps here, and this is another video where I show you what Daybreak Games does on a daily basis, and that is break the game. This is the new artifact ISIS, and we do not know exactly what it does because our Daybreak Game team broke this artifact, so we can't really test it on test server. All I can tell you is that this artifact will not replace the current meta DPS in the game. So because I can't test this artifact for you, I'm going to show you instead how us here at Daybreak break the game.
So let's just get into it.
This is what I look like before I shave, before I go to work. I also like to paint my hair blue and do cosplay while I'm alone, while I rub my nipples. I also like to wave at myself in the mirror because this is very, very cool. As you see, I have nice shiny blue hair, and as I put my headphones back on, I get ready to do my live streams while my nipples are hard. Now, I would love to show you more of what I do before I go to work, but I can't because I am too busy doing nothing at work. So, instead, I'm going to smile at the camera and let you see my grill.
Stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
At Jiffy Lube, we car about cars. In fact, we're kind of obsessed.
Are you saying car?
And with things like our Carful vehicle review, you'll know we'll car for your car like we car for our own.
You mean care?
Exactly. Jiffy Lube, car more.
Kick off 2025 the right way when you level up with big deals on Mackie Pro audio gear. Save 20% on Mackie's Pro FX-V3 mixers and Thumb Series speakers and subwoofers. That's up to $200 off select models. Don't miss your chance to save big. Shop now at sweetwater.com.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the rail. I got you.
That totally beats whatever you pick.
In this video, I am going to show you my dev invasion. I'm also going to show you my new material that you can earn for free for participating in this dev invasion. Before I invade the phases, I want to show you my booger material. Here is my Batman swag style with the booger material that you can earn if you participate in my dev invasion. You could also earn a bunch of other materials that look similar like this. It's just a bunch of different colors, so you could just all call them different variation colors of boogers. And now I am going to fly away and show you my dev invasion.
So let's just get into it.
And now I'm going to blast off into the sky and evade this Green Lantern that keeps on following me, and I'm going to invade everybody here in Metropolis. And now I am going to spawn the Brainiac boss from Prime Battleground. As you can see, our game cannot handle this many players beating up a boss in the open world all at the same time. Their servers suck, and our game has spaghetti code. This is also why we only do 8-player raids, because the game just cannot handle this much players. And now, because I'm just your community manager, I am going to have to bring in our UI engineer to explain to us why in the world the game cannot handle this crap. So now I will meow to spawn him.
Hi everybody, I am your UI engineer, and I am going to explain to you why our game cannot handle so many players at the same time. You see, first you have to understand that we here at Daybreak do not know what we're doing with this spaghetti code. So you see right here, the game was never intended to have this many players in one area fighting, but us here at Delusional Inc. like to give you the illusion that we can do this. So as you can see, Map spawned another boss, but because our game can't handle it, you cannot see the boss. all you see is animations and people standing around wondering what is going on here. So yeah, that's why we just give you free material just for standing here. I also want to add that I am just a UI engineer. I am not really qualified to really explain to you what is going on here with the game. I don't really know why Maps wanted me to explain this to you. So Maps, back to you.
And that concludes our video. I will catch you outside of Metropolis and any other world that I invade for my booger material.
Stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Hijo, ¿ya vienes? Don't forget the New Mexico jersey I got you.
I'm just gonna say it. Today I'm gonna be rooting for Team USA.
No.
This is a little moment of freedom that costs you nada. Top rated with Text Now free phone service para todos. Download the Text Now app today.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
Hey, Maps here, and I'm excited to present to you another scam. Another ally. Us here at Delusional Inc. have done it again. We snuck in another ally without anybody noticing. This time around, we have Shazam. He has a power interaction, electrifies enemies. He also has Bolt of Zeus, combat ability, fires lightning bolt that heals allies and damages and electrifies enemies, chained between up to 4 targets. We also have 2 passives. One of them is for DPS. Every time you call in an ally, you get a buff. And the other one is for healer roll, but what you don't understand is that if a tank uses this, it would be broken. I would do some testing on test server for you, but I am really lazy, so I do not feel like doing that. That is also how I handle my job as community manager here at Delusional Inc. And now let me show you the Ally Spectacular Shazam. Okay, now I'm going to call this bad boy in. Get ready, here he comes. Here he is. The animations kind of look like he's falling to the floor, but he's not. He's soon going to shoot some sperm from his chest, and then he's going to fly away. And that's our Shazam. Thank you for watching.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
A hot, mysterious girl crashes from the sky face first into Jacob's lab and accidentally drops something inside his mouth. Now his life will never be the same.
You took something from me.
Sophie confronts him in college, putting up wanted posters everywhere.
I didn't steal anything.
Jacob protests, but the strange green scales appearing on his arm tell a different story.
Fine. I'll sleep with you if you just...
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Hey, I'm just trying to connect with you.
Hey, Maps here. Another year, another boring Christmas event. Here are our feats for this year. There's only 3 of them because we are running out of ideas. We have a feat for a new accessory. We have another feat for collecting sweaters. And, of course, your boring base items. Of course, we have our good old-fashioned Christmas decorations. Hal Jordan is still here looking like a glowing booger. Across from him, you have the villain decorations with Sinestro looking like a giant Christmas ornament. And now for the moment that you've all been waiting for. The actual stuff that you have to earn. Here is our new accessory. It looks very generic. I don't know who would rock this, but of course it's worth a feat, so what the heck, you gotta get it. We also have this copied and paste sweater that's already in the game. The only difference is now you have the face of Harley Quinn, the Joker, and Batman on them. Here is the Joker sweater. It's nice and purple, or pink, or whatever which way you want to refer to this color. And now, of course, the base items. Here is this, electric Santa chair. I guess we're going to electrocute Santa. We have this tree with Shazam lightning bolt because we're coming out with a Shazam ally. And we have this thing right here. And we're gonna trap Santa. We have a Santa trap. I don't know why we want to kill Santa, but apparently we want to kill Santa and trap him. We want to also give him this bomb. Enjoy!
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
If you aren't using personalization, your customers may take it personally. Contentful is a fast, easy, scalable way for marketing teams to create meaningful experiences customers expect.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Hey, I'm just trying to connect with you.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Maps here, and I'm happy to present to you our 2023 Anti-Monitor event. As you can see, our development team this year was lazy, so we did not decorate the House of Legends whatsoever. Now let me show you our new rewards. We, of course, have meat tied to all this crap. This is our recycled old style. We just added an enhanced version of it. Now you can look ugly with this all over again. We also have a new teal texture material, which I'm not going to show you. We have a bunch of new accessories, which this is going to be the main source of all the income in this event. We have a bunch of accessories now. You can have these cartoon balls blow over your head. Here goes the other cartoon ball. One is from Apocalypse, and the other one is from New Genesis. Now let's go on to the base items. So here are the new base items that you will be able to make a lot of DC cash off of players that love to decorate their base. Most of these base items are just statues of bosses that you face in raids. Here is Euron. We have the anti-monitor stuck to the source wall. Of course, we're going to have a bunch of other bosses that you face stuck to the source wall. Here is Ares, the god of war. You're going to also have Black Hand. For some reason, Black Hand is in the source wall. I don't know why. You got a broken source wall. This one's cool. It's got electricity coming out of it. I bet you there's going to be a bunch of players going bonkers for these base items. So make sure that you're smart enough, farm these, sell them in the broker, and make tons of DC cash off these players when this comes out. Here is Perpetua. She's still stuck in the source wall after we defeated her. Also, we have an empty source wall, so that you can just put empty source walls in your base. And last but not least, we have our 12-year recycled anniversary case. Yes, DCUO has been an MMO for 12 years now. That is insane, I know. And I'm the worst community manager in MMO history. Thank you for watching. This has been your favorite community manager, Matt, signing off.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Introducing a DIY smart shade made to empower you with convenient, connected, natural light control starting at $3.99. Create the perfect atmosphere for nearly any activity. Caseta shades move quietly in near-perfect unison. Set schedules that adjust throughout the day or control them your way by voice, app, or smart remotes. Privacy, convenience, or connection to the view outside, all at your command. Caseta is more than just a smart shade. It's part of the Caseta Smart Lighting System, the leading system that unifies control of natural and electric light. With smart switches, dimmers, remotes, and now shades, plus the convenience of the Lutron app, Caseta is a comprehensive solution. Caseta is also the most connected smart lighting system.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Maps here, and I'm back with another exciting video. This year we have our Valentine's event. This is the villain side, and here is the hero side. Of course, we have Hal Jordan standing there once again with a stick up his butt. So now the vendor. We have a new wet plant material which I will not show you in this video because I am a useless community manager. We have a new shirt style which is like painting. You're going to be painting in Valentine's Day. We also have the pants that go along with it. You will now be able to dress up like a painter so that you can paint your hearts, kisses, and rainbows all over the place. Here is some base items. You have a bunch of painting accessories for your base to go with your new style. You have this pink and blue painting that I have no idea what it looks like. You have this rainbow colored or slime painting. You have, of course, your painting buckets. And you have more painting buckets, a small version. And this has been your new event here. Of course, you have all these base items, and there's going to be feet tied to all this stuff, which I will not show you the feet list because I am the worst community manager in MMO history. I hope you like this video, and I will catch you on the next one.
I got you stuck off the realness. 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 I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Maps here, and I'm back with another exciting video. In this one, we're going to take a look at the St. Patrick's seasonal event. Of course, we got Mr. Mispitalik sitting there like he's taking a dump.
Bruh.
And now let's take a look at the vendor. This year we have a new aura. This aura is called the Celtic Blue aura. It looks green and yellow and red. We also have a leprechaun jacket. Now you can look like a little green leprechaun and sit under the rainbow with your pot of gold. And of course, what is the seasonal event without base items? We always have these garbage base items because this is the laziest type of work that our development team are able to do. All these base items on here are just rocks with little green trees or little green leprechauns. I mean, green little patches of grass with some little water coming down from them. You also have this other one here with a little pond. Of course, the base item players are going to go bonkers for these items. And yes, there's going to be fees tied to this, but because I am a lazy and no good community manager, I will not show you. I hope you like this presentation, and I will catch you on the next one.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Hi, my check engine light's on. Let's see what our free fix finder service says. And if you need help, we can refer you to a shop. That's an easy fix.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Maps here, and I'm excited to present to you our new Bruce Wayne ally. As you can see, when you log in today, you will receive a new ally for free at level 10. You do not have to rank him up. And now let's take a look at his abilities, because I'm going to tell you right now, this is one of our most powerful broken ally yet. His first ability, which is his combat ability, is deals damage to enemies equal to the amount of which your cash exceeds Bruce Wayne's current bank bonuses. What this means is if you have a billion DT cash, well, Bruce Wayne is going to deal 1 billion times 9 billion%. It's broken.
Bruh.
For his first ability, a penny earned, what this means is every time you make money off the broker, 1% of it goes to me, so I can sell it to the gold sites. Also, every time you place an item in the broker and the broker charges you a fee, that goes to me, so I can sell it to the gold sites. And now for the moment you've been waiting for, let me show you how broken Bruce Wayne is. Get ready for the ditty bitty itty bitty titty bitty confetti. Look at how broken he is. He absolutely does nothing because joke is on you. We completely lied to you. Here they make Delusional Inc. I hope you enjoy our April Fool's Bruce Wayne ally.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
You want your skin to be this clean after one product? Keep watching. Hero Cosmetics came out with their Dissolve Away Daily Cleansing Balm. I love how it just rinses clean and makes my skin feel fresh. I mean, just look at the difference. It's actually amazing. And I'm just obsessed with it. Run, don't walk, guys.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother.
Brainiac.
So let's just get into it.
Hey, Maps here, and welcome to another copied and paste DLC. I mean, our new DLC. This is our new open world. This is the DLC Shock of the System, or Shock to the System. We're gonna figure it out here in a second. But this is our new open world, Dakota City. And really quickly here, you're gonna notice that it looks quite familiar. And the reason why is because this is actually Gotham City, but it's in daytime, and I'm gonna show you how. Pay attention to this building. You are going to see right here that this is Gotham City, but it's just in the daytime. Also, can you pay attention to the ads down there? Those are the water ads, those are also copied and pasted. But look at this building, pay attention to the archways and the blue windows. And right across from this, you're going to see this other building. I'm going to jump to it right now, and it's going to look kind of like a spaceship. You see this design right here? Pay attention to this design, because this is all copied and pasted. This is actually Gotham City. And now we are in Gotham City. This is the Wayne Tech building. Now pay attention, this is the exact same design that we just showed you in Dakota City. Us here at Delusional Inc. like to give you the illusion that we're giving you a brand new world that we named Dakota City, but in reality, it's just Gotham City in the daytime. Look at the building across from the Wayne Tech building. It's the same design. It looks like a spaceship.
Bruh.
In our new DLC, you are now killing parademons all over again. We are also copying and pasting ads. Here is another enemy that you will find in Gotham City in the daytime. I mean Dakota City. This is the Shadow Minions. Pay attention because these are just copied and pasted as well. This is the Giant Shadow Golem in Chaos Gotham, a very, very old DLC. As you can see, we are just copying and pasting. Pay attention to this boss right here. This is one of the bosses from the alert. This boss right here is very, very familiar. All we did is just throw this very glowy material on him. He looks familiar because it's just Clayface. This is Clayface from the Open World Bounty in the very, very old Gotham Open World. This is such a great business strategy here at Daybreak Delusional Inc. As you can see right here, this is Parasite. We are very proud of our copy and paste team, and this is how we bring in the big bucks.
I got you stuck off the realness.
fast, file with H&R Block and you could get a refund advance loan up to $4,000.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Ahoy! Max here, and in this video, we're going to take a look at our new ally, Static. So for the first support ability, we're going to look at is Electric Overcharge. Using a supercharge increases critical ability and critical weapon chance. So what this means, every time you use a supercharge, this is going to increase your damage. The second ability is Static Surge. Electrifying or polarizing an enemy increases critical healing chance by 20%. So this ally is specific for the electric players, which electricity, the power, is actually the most broken power on DC. For the final ability, you now get a damage shield. We are going to test this bad boy out. And now for the moment you've been waiting for, let's test out Static. He's gonna come in. He's gonna clap his hand, put a damage shield on you, and do some damage. And then he's gonna run away after leaving some trails of fire. As you can see right there, the damage out is 479,000. And of course, if this is too broken, we're just going to nerf this like we just nerfed the Eye of Gemini Supercharge, whatever you want to call it, artifact. I hope you like this video, and be careful when buying XP for these new allies. We might just nerf everything in the future. The same thing with artifacts.
Bruh.
I got you stuck off the realness. 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 I got you stuck off the realness.
Hey, I'm just trying to connect with you.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Matt here, and in this video we are going to discuss about the highly controversial topic, and that is the Eye of Gemini nerf, or the Eye of Gemini artifact changes. Our development team restructured the percentages of the supercharge you get back, but the main focus is the effect stacking has been removed. No longer will players be able to stack circles and stack the bonuses from those circles. What this now means is that if your DPS was relying on a healer to spam greens for you, you are now going to be trash. Now, before I get to the itty-bitty titty confetti nitty-gritty of this video, I am going to first address all the haters and crybabies on the forums. If you are on here complaining about the changes, I have something I need to tell you. I'd like to add a little context. Quite to the contrary, we didn't have ELG changes ready to share. And the every single week tantrums, sit-ins, and protests on here from folks demanding an Artifact XP week and hating on every other bonus week that came instead led, and at least for me, to just letting it go.
Bruh.
I would like to add that we have been transparent for months that ELG was getting looked at, and I am confident that the coming thank you package, like we did for the Venom wrist dispenser, will be pretty well received for the circumstances. Like, come on! Now that that's off my chest, now let's talk about what's really going on here.
Bruh.
Okay, now that I got that off my chest, I can tell you exactly what's going on here. You have to follow the money. What you have to understand is that every time there is a nerf, there is a big reason for it. It's because it's part of our business model. You see, we cannot sell you a new artifact or a new ally that benefits supercharge building or other benefits in the future that we are going to develop if we already have a broken Eye of Gemini artifact that everybody is exploiting. So what we do here as a business strategy at Daybreak Delusional Inc., we leave this artifact broken for several years and get players to spend their hard-earned money on it so that we can make cash on all these players, and then we're gonna nerf it and come out with other artifacts that would be more game-breaking so that you can pay for those artifacts. You see, if we leave Eye of Gemini broken, then we come out with all these new artifacts and all these new allies that are going to be game-changing, then you will never spend your money on them because you already got the current meta. So just like every previous nerf in the past, we here at Daybreak Delusional Inc., we have a motive, and it's to make more money off you, the player that gets pulled into it. And the reason why we keep on doing this is because you keep on falling for it and paying for this game. So, as of everybody here at Daybreak Delusional Inc., we like to thank you for being fools. Thanks to all our players who spend money on this garbage, I get to go and use my cosplay and go to Comic-Con. Every time you buy Artifact XP and spend your money on artifacts, this is what I do with the money.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Greatness hurts. But sometimes you gotta put on your game face. That's why Tylenol provides fast, effective pain relief. That's Tylenol. That's care without limits.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Meps here, and in this video we are going to go over the highly controversial topic, Stack Clamp. I know what you're thinking, it is 2023, why are we still talking about stack clamps? Well, as you can see right here, in the forums, players are still complaining and crying about stack clamps. So now I am going to address all the players on the forums, and I am going to do my job as community manager and explain to you what's going on with stack clamps. Just like most of our motives here at Daybreak Delusional Inc., you have to follow the money. In order to follow the money, we have to go into the marketplace. As you can see right here, we do sell source marks, and source marks is the key to everything. This is key to understanding why we have stack clamp. You can see right here that we also sell Dionysiums, quantum fields, and paradox energies. And of course, we also sell you rare alliance, epic, and legendary alliances. Now I know what you're saying. We don't have to buy that stuff, we could just farm it. Well, guess what? That is why we made stack clamp. You see, by stack clamping you, it takes you extra time to defeat the content, so it makes it harder for you to get source marks to buy all this stuff. We do this so that players actually go into the marketplace and buy source marks. You see, this is how us here at Delusional Inc. bring in the hundreds of fitties and get big titties. Count the green and get in between the titties. Now, if that doesn't convince you, I dare you to go on Google and just do a simple Google search. What MMOs do stack clamp? And you are going to see that DC Universe Online is the only MMO in history that does this crap. If you type in what MMOs do level scaling, you will see that DCUO is not in the category at all. This is more evidence that we are fully pay to win here at Daybreak Delusional Inc.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
How can we call more for you today?
Oh, car more. Now I get it.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Matt's here, and I'm back with another exciting video. This is your favorite community manager, and I'm here to tell you that this Eye of Gemini nerf topic is getting out of hand. The very small percentage of players that have paid their hard-earned money for this artifact are now taking to the internet and made a petition. As you can see right here, it says stop Daybreak Games from nerfing Eye of Gemini. This is no joke. This is actually a petition. This is happening. all entire 45 players that have paid for this artifact that do not want it to get nerfed are now crying about it and made a petition. Okay, I know what you guys are saying, and I'm saying it too. Who cares? But this is actually happening. They're actually here writing a petition to try to get people to stop nerfing it from They Make Delusional Ink. They even took the time to make this little nice art design and put eyeballs right here to signify the Eye of Gemini. Illuminati confirmed. Now let's go to the comment section of this petition. The first comment you will see, y'all need to stop and shut the F up. Exactly, I agree with you. This comment right here is gold. I'm high most of the time. Sorry in advance. Be ready for the new exciting DLC and time capsule. Yes. I want you to spend all your money on this stuff so I can go paint my hair blue. Please go spend some money on the new DLC on replay so I can do this with the money. Go save some bang babies. This has to be my favorite comment. I signed because I spent my time and money maxing EOG. Yes, thank you, valued customer, and now we're going to nerf it so that you can spend your time and money on the other artifacts that we're going to come out with to break the game with.
Bruh. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
There's nothing more powerful than you making your thing happen. Really going for it. Doing business on your terms. Giving it your all. Making a difference. And loving what you do. Every single day. Feeling fearless, fulfilled, free. When there's nothing holding you back. What would your thing be?
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Maps here! Another year and another boring springtime event. Like always, you have Swamp Thing out here glitching. There's two versions of him, and across from him you have Poison Ivy doing the same thing because our development team cannot get a grip around here. We do have an Ivy Leaves Chroma Pack, but this is also the Botanical Helm. You can now look like a flower. You can't have the Botanical Helm without the Botanical Gloves. And of course, what is the Botanical Helm and Gloves without the this stupid emblem? And we can't have a springtime event without your springtime base items. Here's this one. We do have a skeleton stuck in mines because Ivy is torturing everybody. We also have a flower floor. You can put this flower on your floor. We have this flower vines wall. And we have these swings on trees. So when you rescue the bang babies, you can bring them to your base.
Bruh. I got you stuck off the realness. 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 I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Maps here, and welcome to another summer event where I like to season my aquafish.
Bruh.
And now let's check out the vendor and all the new rewards. This year we have Sparklers emote. You get to just wave your hands around with the sparklers and just shake your head in circles. We got a new Tropical Flower Chroma Pack. We also have a Rash Guard top. This is gonna look good for lanterns all over the board. We also have a casual beachwear top. This is gonna make you look sexy. It's gonna make you look hot. We also have the beachwear bottom. And now the boring base item. We now have a above ground pool that you can go swimming with your beach bottoms and your beach tops. We also have an artificial grass square. We got a bunch of these squares. We We also have more of these grass patches that you can put in your base. We have these kinds rolled up, kind of like a cigarette or something. We have more grass patches. And just like the grass patches, we have a bunch of gravel, and of course we're going to have this last base item right here, which is just a window. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you on the next one.
I got you stuck off the realness. 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 I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Matt's here, and these are our new emotes. This is the casual selfie emote. You can now go to Little Bohemia and flex your styles and take selfies. This is the classic pop emote. You can now dance the Macarena all over the place. This is the neck shoulder. You can now do the Harlem Shake.
Bruh.
More seasoning, please. You can now beat up heroes or villains and season them up. You can now do the Crip Walk with the Robin Roundup emote.
Bruh.
You can now fart after doing a backflip. We have a new death emote so you can show off that you're dying. You can now facepalm if somebody messes up. And you can now dance like Michael Jackson. Hee hee, Shamo, allegedly. And finally, you can take a dump while crouching.
Bruh.
Those are all our new emotes you can find at Plastic Man, the new vendor. But now we're going to move on to the emotes that you have to spend your real life money on. Yes, we're going to make bank off this. Let's take a listen at the first emote. You have a boombox over your head, and yes, you can find these in your marketplace. Yeah, this sounds really groovy. You can now rock out with your cock out. Sounds great. Now with your bag, you can flip over a random table. Don't forget to mind control your favorite friends on DC. And last but not least, you can now be an official Super Saiyan. Yes, you can now sit here and go, rah, just like the cartoons. Us here at Daybreak cannot wait for you to spend your hard-earned money. We're going to make a lot of money off this one because all the Super Saiyan characters are going to be buying this in droves. For every emote you buy from the marketplace, I get to color my hair blue. Dollar bills, y'all.
I got you stuck off the realness. 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 I got you stuck off the realness.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Matt's here, and in this video, I'm going to present to you the dark side of DC Universe Online. I had to bust out my blue hairdo because this video is going to be a doozy. In this video, I'm going to expose how players speedhack source marks. It's been going on for quite a long time. I would say for about 1.5 to 2 years now. And we developers here at Daybreak Delusional Inc. has been trying to slow them down, but we have been failing at every turn. So get ready for this crazy ride because I am going to show you the true dark side of DC Universe Online. Okay, to kick off this video, I'm going to have to take you back to February 22nd, 2023. I could have gone further back, but I am a very lazy community manager. I do not feel like doing all this work, so I'm going to just go back to February 22nd. In the server hotfix, you will see raids that we brought back and alerts that we brought back that we currently removed off the game. And you're going to see right here that instances that are temporarily turned off for investigation is Coastal City and Ferris Aircraft. Pay attention to Outer Cavern because that is the cream de la crop. So now we're going to take a ride over to YouTube so that I can show you where all the players that are speed hacking source marks are just exposing themselves. So right here you're going to see Crashward. This is one of the first YouTubers that exposed this. He didn't really show nothing, but let's just listen to him.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dyslexic or Rage Crash or Crash or Triangle, whatever you want to know me by. I just felt like I needed to voice my opinion on what's going on right now with DC Universe because this game makes a lot of mistakes. They screw everything up, the developers, and the players are not helping by any means.
Yes, that is true, but that's because DC Universe Online is not a video game. It is a business. We need to make money off you guys, and there is a motive for everything. See, in order to keep on making this $26.7 million per year annually off the player base, we need to manipulate the market, and we need to make money off of everybody.
Let's just jump right into it, you know?
So let's just get into it.
We're going to talk about some source mark exploits that are going on. You can see here, this was pulled from a Discord. I'm not trying to snitch on nobody. I don't want anyone in particular to get in trouble for this. You know, I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not trying to rat nobody out. I'm not trying to, like, you know, do anything like that. They just need to stop. Like, they need to put a stop to this. I mean, you can see right here, this person has 90,775 source marks.
Yes, Triangle, you see, we have been trying to stop this here at Delusional Inc., but we just can't, because in order to stop this, we have to rewrite the spaghetti code that is DC Universe Online. And in order to do that, we would have to shut the game down for over 24 hours. And we just cannot afford to do that because we're just greedy here. We want to make a lot of money. So instead, the CEOs at our company at EG7 decided to let's just make money off the speed hackers, but slow them down. And that's why we take down raids for investigation. Wink, wink. So now I'm going to take you to another speed hacker channel right here, Speed DCUO. And you're going to see we have several videos more recently of what's been going on here. And we're going to take a look. So, okay, in this video, I want you to pay attention to two things. First off, most speed hackers are Rage or Ice. As you can see, this player is Rage. So bear that in mind. And secondly, just watch how he kills the boss over and over again, teleports out, teleports in, and just gets constant source marks. Now, I know some of you might say this video is edited. He just got it on a loop. Well, bear with me because there is more videos. This is not just the only one.
Bruh.
Now, in order to explain what you're seeing on the screen here, I will now bring in our UI engineer. I will now meow to spawn him.
Hello everyone, it's me, your UI engineer, and I'm going to attempt to explain to you how and why speed hackers keep on doing this, and how us here at Daybreak are not able to fix this situation, so we have to make a lot of adjustments.
Hurry up.
So you see right here, this player is demonstrating how he runs the speed hacker program and also a macro program, and the macro program allows him to be able to AFK. So he'll be able to go take a poop, go go to school, go to work, eat breakfast, dinner, lunch, and don't have to play the game. The macro will run it in the program in the background on his PC, and he can AFK farm this boss over and over and over again. Remember, you can go take a straight doo-doo. So right here, you will see this player is also demonstrating how he can queue himself up to a raid. All these little windows right here are different accounts, all on the same PC screen. He could queue himself up and speed hack any raid. These players also use these multiple screens to host multiple farm groups. What they do, they'll speed hack source marks, AFK farm on multiple accounts, and they will bring in their friends, or they will bring in people that are willing to pay DC cash or real life money to get a spot into the raid or into the alert. And that's how they make their money. So us here at Delusional Inc., we decided to put a paywall on the trade so that we can get a piece of that money. Because we need to make money too. So instead of fixing the problem by turning off the servers and rewriting the code for the weapon system in order for the speed hackers not ordered to do this, we instead don't want to do that and lose money, so we just going to try to slow them down. And of course, that's not working. Bruh. And the reason why it's not working is because the player keeps on finding new spots. So we remove a raid or we remove an alert like Map showed you, and the player's just gonna go and find a new spot. And the only way we find out is because these speed hackers invite friends, and they tell their friends, and then they tell their friends, and then they tell their friends, and then they put it on YouTube, and then they tell each other, and then eventually the devs find out, and then we remove it and try to patch it. And that's still not working, so I'm not sure where we're going with this. Now you see, if the player gets caught by getting reported by one of our simps on our Daybreak Snitch team, well, the player will just make a new account and spend $5 or $10 on a power token to switch to Rage.
Thank you, UI Engineer, for explaining all of that to the players, and now I'm going to do my job as community manager to explain to you what's happening right now, currently in game. So if you look on the on duty, you will not find Arkham Asylum, because this is another failed attempt to try to slow down the speed hackers. But you see, we took down Arkham Asylum from the on duty. You will not find it, but we then left the walk-in out in Arkham Asylum. So now the speed hackers can still come to this spot. Now once again, I am going to bring you back to the server hotfix. And remember, Outer Cavern, because I am going to show you how DC Universe Pop Queen Obsidian Shill also knows and most likely is doing these exploits. As you can see right here, the Pop Queen of DC Universe Online, Obsidian Shill, likes to run his mouth on Discord. He says right here, was this new source mark farm though? I hear in Outer Caverns. Pay attention, he's saying Outer Caverns. Getting tells like 2K an hour? What can Obsidian Shill and friends possibly be talking about? Are you guys talking about this? Can this be the Outer Caverns that Obsidian Bill been talking about? Is this what he mentioned? Well, as you can see on the screen, once again, this is one of the spots that we currently patched. This is why this raid was taken out and we brought it back. You see, what these farms can do for a player is literally turn live server into test server. These type of farms gets the player so many resources that they can actually make a ton of DC cash. This is how it works. The most players that do this are the ones running the market. But you see, what's happening right now in the broker, too many players are now starting to catch on to this, and everybody's starting to talk